My phone makes a new noise, one I've never heard before. When I look at the screen, I see that the camera has been turned on. I try turning my camera off, but the app just relaunches it right away. I also tried pointing the camera away from Wolf Skull Girl. She just moves to be in frame. Yeah, right, everybody, welcome to the Indie Showcase with the Birdman. I am said Birdman. This here is, MalOvent. As in, Malo. As in the SCP. And it's supposed to be a very terrifying creature in SCP Mythos, but the internet will do what the internet does.
God, please, no! No!
Now, the developer for this one is intriguing because they're also working on another game we covered a while back. I just realized that today as I was looking at the developer's background for the video. They actually they're working on Fortnite and Frennies, which we covered a couple of months back, I'm pretty sure now. So it's just weird how that works out. Waterfall Institute, one of the best universities when it comes to computer science and engineering. The coursework is rigorous and meant to weed out anyone not committed to or not suited for their degree. Unfortunately for me, that level of academic challenge is kicking my ass at the moment. My name is Falcon. I'm a junior at Waterfall Institute, and as of late, I've hit a roadblock. Despite many hours studying and meeting with my professors, my current classes are kicking my ass. The only reason I'm still barely passing is thanks to a classmate of mine, Wee Show Won, which I'm pretty sure I just butchered that name, but I apologize. Wee. To be honest, she's struggling as well, but she at least understands the lectures and homework better than I do. We've been getting together at the campus library every week to brute force our way through all of our assignments. The problem is that Shi Won is visiting her family in South Korea this week. Her younger brother, Ji-hee, is getting married. While I wish them the best, this means my prospects of completing this week's homeworks are grim. It's difficult to coordinate on homework across an ocean and in drastically different time zones. Especially when Shi Won is likely drowning in all the prep work for the wedding. Someone's texting me. Speak of the devil, it's Shi Won. Hey Falcon, I come across this new app during a vacation and immediately thought of you. It's called Mal0. Should be free on the App Store. Let me know what you think. I'll be back in town and able to chat in a few days. I mean, we could still chat over text, it's fine. It's not gonna take too long. It's not unusual for Shi Won to send me memes or fun apps she finds. What is unusual is how my phone's battery level jumped all over the place. I pointed that out. It's back to normal now. Must have been a bug of some kind. Oh yeah, well that's sign number one. Regardless, I might as well check out this Mal0 app. The app icon's a little ominous. The stylized O against pure black. The description of the app is interesting. For Falcon, never settle for those awkward feelings of being alone ever again. Malo is an exciting and interactive experience that will keep you engaged and intrigued. The anxiety of social situations can be nerve-wracking, but after just a few hours of Malo, you'll soon forget all about those painful emotions of disappointment. Be part of this new craze that is quickly becoming the next social substitute. TikTok, is it? Remember, the more you participate, the more Malo will engage you. Your experience is completely up to you. It's weird the description has my name in it. I hit the install button, set my phone aside, as the app downloads and drag myself out of bed so I can at least get something done today. By the time I returned from the bathroom, my phone's done installing Malo. Or so it seems. When I look through my list of app icons and shortcuts, there is nothing new. Maybe the install broke in some way? Navigate back to the App Store and try to look up the Malo app once more. Strangely, there's no longer any results in my search. Maybe I just happened to download Malo and it got pulled from the App Store for some reason. Oh yeah, what a set series of circumstances, huh? I only get an hour in before my phone chimes. Is that Shi Won again? Instead of a text, my phone's showing me a photo of the main food court at Waterfall Institute. What is this my eyes gaze to over here? After a quick bite to eat, I return to vanquishing orcs and collecting loot. The hours fly by, I'm only pulled out of my game when my phone chimes again. Thought I was hearing things earlier, but there's something off about my notification sound. Pick up my phone up, expecting to see a text from my family, something from Shi Won or an email. Instead of any of that, I'm greeted by another mysterious photo. For now, I quit out, shake my head to clear my thoughts, then get up from my desk to fix dinner. After scarfing down my meal, it's right back to my computer. Mess around online until 11 p.m., at which point I return everything off and get ready for bed. Who goes to bed at 11? Normal people do that? Oh, I guess. My day's just starting at 11 p.m. My phone makes a noise the instant my head hits the pillow. Could it be? Oh, I see it again. Okay, this time I spotted it easily. There's no phone number to block a report, which is what I normally do in this kind of situation. My only lead is that Malo app could be related in some way. I checked the list of apps on my phone. Nothing. No sign of Malo. Maybe I should back up my data, then fully reset my phone?
No. No, I don't think I will.
I'm awoken in the morning by my phone's alarm. When I go to silence it, I'm greeted by an unwelcome image. Yep, that's the student lounge where I sometimes nap between classes. And guess who's in the mini cubicle looking right at the camera again with glowing red eyes. I swipe away the disturbing photo and stare at my home screen. Why is this happening to me? What am I supposed to do? I notice a notification for my news app. It auto-flags tech articles from local news outlets so I can keep up with current events. I thumb over the news app and open it up. I'm greeted with an article about some people's bank accounts being compromised. What stands out immediately is that all 20 of the affected people downloaded a new app the previous day. It's like the Malo app. And like the Malo app, this one disappeared from the store and showed no signs of being installed. The article goes on to list out the damages in the thousands of dollars. Did my accounts get hit too? I rush over to my computer to check my bank. I don't trust my phone at this point. After frankly typing in my username and password, I breathe a sigh of relief. All my money is where it should be. There's not much of it left over from my internship, but it's still there. Hey, why did you recommend the Malo app to me yesterday? Huh? Yesterday? I didn't text you yesterday. I was busy with prep for the wedding. You're sure you're not someone got hold of your phone? That's how I speak when I send people text messages, obviously. No one but me has touched my phone. Then how did I get these messages? Don't know. It's really weird. Those aren't in my message log. All I can tell you is that I didn't send those. What's this Malo app thing? Did you download it? Unfortunately, yes. Long story. When will you be back? Not until the 9th. Why? Are you in trouble? Maybe. Maybe not. Could all be elaborate prank by some hacker. Don't worry about it. Enjoy wedding. I have an 8 a.m. class coming up. I have to be there. Even if I don't understand half of the lecture material. Sure enough, I'm lost in copying notes blindly within 20 minutes. Just have to hope I'm back to deciphering things which she wants help when she gets back. The main issue is the sheer amount of material being presented in the 2-hour lecture. Add on it is a GTA presenting and not the usual professor, and the whole situation's a losing battle. Speaking of losing battles, my phone dings. I feel like I already know what's gonna be. When I glance at the screen, I see the food court once more. And sure enough, the wolf skull is present. But something's changed. Instead of the vaguely humanoid shape they've been up to this point, they're mostly a fine body. They're still partially made of shadow, but the curves of the body indicate that they're a woman. She doesn't have red eyes in the last photo, which is slightly better for my psyche. How do I feel about this changed situation? Oh, it's slightly better, I suppose. Kind of an ego boost that a girl is interested in me enough to go this far. It's an ego boost for this woman to apparently have some sort of malicious activity involving my phone and dress up as a furry. Low-key send me pictures for the course of a couple of days. Yeah, you know. That's one for the old ego boost there. Still acting like a stalker and taking this photo prank too far is a bit much. Nothing I can do about it at the moment. Even worse, I've lost the thread of the lecture in a minute, so I spent staring at my phone. Try to resume taking notes, but I can't focus. Between the course material flying over my head and most of the recent pictures, I just can't concentrate. I end up surfing the net trying to find if anyone else out there has experienced something similar with the Malo app or a stalker like this. I waste time in that fashion until the lecture comes to an end. And that will be all. Professor Barwald is still on leave of absence due to familial emergency, so the exam schedule for next week will be postponed. In its place, we've already given you an extra assignment to cover that gap in the syllabus. Great. I mean, Shiwan and I are going to be scrambling even more when she gets back from her trip. Swung by the main food court though not merely for food. I want to see if I can figure out where that wolf skull photo was taken from. Failing that I could try asking some of the employees in the background in those photos if they saw something. A few minutes of searching and I think I know the general area where the camera must have been set to snap those photos. That leads me to asking around to see if anyone remembers seeing a wolf skull girl. Hey, you've seen a girl around here wearing a wolf skull, by any chance? It being lunchtime doesn't help the food court workers' mood when I try asking and showing them the photos. More than once I'm told to fuck off and quit holding up the line. Even when a rare employee does give me the time of day, they don't remember seeing anyone matching a description. I give up asking around before the entire food court thinks I'm insane. I wonder if a wolf skull girl, or whoever is behind her, is photoshopping themselves onto otherwise normal photos. I won't know for sure until I get more photos at points of comparison. For now, I grab some food and go outside to eat. Right as I toss my trash into a can, that terrible sound comes from my pocket. Oh, you're in my class now, huh? Oh shit, I recognize a lecture hall anywhere, especially after spending my morning in it. The place is completely empty, meaning my tormentor is the only one in the scene. Does this mean they're tracking me somehow? Or is it a coincidence that they picked up somewhere I've been recently? Not like I can ask them if I wanted to. I awake in a cold sweat a few minutes before my alarm usually goes off. When I check my phone, there's a photo waiting for me. Looks like she's in the main computer lab now. Any computer science major would recognize the Emporium. For one, she's not looking directly at the camera. Instead, her sight is turned as she focuses on a computer screen. I'm morbidly curious what she could be doing. I get my phone down and start my morning ritual when I return and grab it and entirely new photos on the phone screen. That's right outside of my apartment. I rush over to the window and carefully peek out the curtains. There's no one in the street where this photo could have been taken. She has to be tracking me somehow. There's no doubt in my mind now. I turn off my phone for good, but all that do is cut me off from any family, friends, or employers trying to contact me. I can't talk to Shiwon about this while she's away. I can't go to the police, they wouldn't believe me. And I have to do something or I'll go insane. Too late for that, huh? It's a good thing I don't have any classes today, otherwise the furniture barrier I make against my front door would be an issue. Wolf Skull Girl won't be getting through that pile of stuff, not unless she's a ghost or comes in through the second story window. Still, it takes some time to calm down long enough to handle the breakfast. My phone deliberately is out of reach. I dread even looking at its general direction. I'm on edge, so on edge in fact that I let out a high-pitched yelp when my phone goes off. Please don't be another photo, please. Thank God, it's just a news article notification. Or is it? On the surface, it reads like your average medical mishap report where someone's pacemaker broke and they ate dirt. The troubling thing is that the breakdown occurred due to the pacemaker's firmware being corrupted. Firmware shouldn't randomly corrupt like that. If someone was running an update that failed, then maybe, but otherwise firmware stays, well, firm. And as the news article points out, all these certain devices are authorized to communicate with something like a pacemaker. The authorized device also has to be in close proximity to the pacemaker. You couldn't update that thing from across the room. What stands out is that the only such device capable of found in the victim's room was their phone. With all that's happened to me since downloading Malo, I can't help but wonder, could another mysterious app be behind his death? Is his death somehow related to the financial thefts in the news yesterday? Even more to the point, is everything related? What does that mean for me? Questions, all I have are questions and paranoia. Lots of paranoia. It's getting to the point where I'm Googling the signs of schizophrenia and nervous breakdowns in hopes that all this isn't real. Because if it is real, I can't finish that sentence. I shudder at the thought. This has to be a prank gone too far, right? I'm nobody. No one. I have nothing of value, no connections to anyone important. Why target me? My mind is racing, my heart feels like it could burst at any moment out of my chest. I can't focus on anything. Adrenaline is me stuck in fight or flight mode. I need to throw my phone out the window when it dings again. Thank God, she's not outside my apartment any longer. She's back in the student lounge, albeit far more prominent than before. Her red eyes have returned as well. Maybe I should reconsider turning off my phone. I'd miss any important texts or calls, but at this point isn't my sanity more important? Ride or die, dude. I get the feeling that one way or another, Wolf Schoolgirl's gonna make herself known. Getting pictures from her might be what keeps her from escalating. I get the feeling that somehow, probably, through the damn Malo app, she's able to tell if I'm seeing them. If that's the case, I can't just turn off my phone. That would just make things worse. Still, I should try and do something to break these spiraling thoughts. Return to gaming in my office for the time being. Takes a few hours, but I'm able to relax and pretend like nothing's wrong. At least until my phone goes off. It's the food court again. And she's even closer to the camera. Is it my imagination or is she smiling? She can smile all she likes. I'm not going anytime soon. I return to my digital world, but my heart's not in it. I keep expecting my phone to chime at any moment, bringing with it a new photo. The good news is I don't get another photo until after I've laid down in bed, but that's also the bad news. The library again, closer to the camera too. That's definitely a smile I've never seen. That's definitely a smile if I've never seen one. So much for sleeping soundly tonight. I don't get much sleep, but at least I don't have nightmares. Even better, there's no new picture waiting for me when I wake up. Just a news article notification. Looks like one of Professor Barwald's colleagues is in the news for an opinion piece on AI. I never met Professor Zelen in person since AI isn't my focus, but I know they do a significant amount of research at the Institute. Zelen's one of the opinions that we should embrace AI, that it's a Pandora's box that can't be sealed. They go on to say that there is the potential for greatness in humanity as a whole focus on training and enhancing AI systems. I don't necessarily agree or disagree with Zelen's points, I just know that the tech field has to manage AI going forward. Again though, AI is in my focus, so I'm not overly concerned. Someone much smarter than me can make HAL 9000 doesn't, or make sure HAL 9000 doesn't kill us all with pictures of poorly drawn hands. It's always the hands. I'm about to get out of bed and get ready for my 8 a.m. class when that happens again. So she's inside now. I toss my phone aside and beeline for my baseball bat that I keep next to my bed. I strain my ears as I creep out of my bedroom down the hall towards the living room. It's not a single peep, and when I arrive in the room, there's no sign of anyone. Even the furniture barricade from yesterday is all I left as I left it. Just to be on the safe side, I check my apartment top to bottom. None of my cupboards or closets hold Wolf Skullgirl. And yet my phone rumbles from the bedroom. Maybe I should smash the fucking thing. No, that's silly. No, I have to know. I have to know where this demon is. She's in my office now, looking at my computer. I rush in, weapon ready to defend my pride and joy. Nothing. She's nowhere to be found. Now in the bathroom? What is she doing hiding behind the shower curtain? As soon as I ask that question in my head, why is she in the bedroom now? At this point, I'm running from room to room, chasing after a ghost. Strangely, I don't flinch when I get the next photo. At least she's staying in the bedroom now, though it's weird. The picture shows her all bundled up in sheets, but I can clearly see that nothing on my bed has been disturbed. Though none of my senses can detect her, I decide to try speaking to the seemingly empty room. Yeah, look, I'm about a minute away from smashing my own head in with this bat. What the fuck do you want from me? Why are you doing this? Please tell me. I'm begging you. Make this make sense. My phone makes a new noise, one I've never heard before. When I look at the screen, I see that the camera has been turned on. And wouldn't you know it, Wolf Skullgirl is right in front of me, according to the live feed. She's just staring directly at me, unblinking and unmoving. Can you even understand me? Okay. Why are you messing with me? She points in my direction. Is there something about me? What then? My phone? What, was it because of the app I downloaded a few days ago? Are you the sign of stalk people? Why are you angry with me? I'm the one being harassed here. It's going nowhere. I try turning my camera off, but the app just relaunches right away. I also try pointing the camera away from Wolf Skullgirl. She just moves to be in frame. Even when I point my camera straight up, she simply appears as looming over me, looking downwards. Well. Now this feels like a very, very important crucial choice here. I mean, one would imagine this one has to lead to a game over, right? Not sure what this would accomplish. Get the feeling what this would accomplish. Well, let's see option A, what I would call the bad one. My frustration gets the better of me. Clench my bat and swing it as hard as I can towards where she's supposed to be standing. Just go away, damn you! Via the camera, I see that the bat passes right through her as if she was a hologram. It might not have had a physical effect, but that expression tells me it hurt her metaphorically. Don't try and manipulate me, leave me alone. I throw my phone down on the bed, ignoring as it starts to buzz. I head for the kitchen. She can drain the battery for all I care. She can mess with me. She can't mess with me, my phone's dead. I grab some cereal, pour myself a bowl, and begin slowly working at it. Despite not having anything to eat this morning, I just can't manage to do more than pick at my food. I can hear my phone vibrating in the bedroom as Wolf Schoolgirl tries to get my attention. Sooner or later, I'm gonna have to go back in there and deal with her. Maybe that's why I'm eating so slowly. The longer I'm here, the longer I'm away from her. Each rumble from the other room eats away at my resolve. I need to focus on something else, anything else, maybe even my homework. Deliberately ignoring the sounds coming from my phone, I settle into my office chair at my desk. Turn my music up loud enough to drown out the noise as I try to make some headway on my homework. I'm not able to make any appreciable progress by the time the sun's long gone down. The entire time my phone's been vibrating non-stop. More annoyed than angry at this point, I storm into my bedroom and pick up my phone. The fuck do you... She's gone from the camera. She finally left me alone. Wait. What's that in the reflection of my closet door mirrors? My curiosity gets the better of me. I reach out towards where she's supposed to be standing. I feel nothing via the camera. I see that my hand phases through her as if she were a hologram. Her expression and wagging tail tells me it had some kind of effect on her, though. So I can't actually touch you, but you still react as if I can? Interesting. Are you gonna follow me around my apartment if I keep the phone on me? I see. Well, now that we've established you're harmless except for draining my phone's battery, I think I'll have something to eat. Phone in hand, I head down to the hall to the kitchen. Wolf Schoolgirl glides backwards. I move so that she doesn't collide with me at any point. Once I reach the dining table, I set my phone down and flick out a little standing leg on the back. I then pour myself some cereal and sit so I can see the screen. What's this? It's just food. You do understand I have to eat food, right? I tell you to make yourself comfortable, but we've established you're not tangible. She nods once more, then begins inspecting my kitchen. She can actually open my fridge or the cabinet doors, but that doesn't stop her sticking her head into them all the same. Watching her as I eat is strangely comical, way better than watching some streamer while chowing down. What? She points at my fridge insistently. What about my fridge? Keeps pointing. Sighing, I get up and I open the door. See, there's nothing. The scent of decay hits my nostrils and fills the kitchen. I nearly gag as I pinch my nose and search for the source of the stench. The culprit turns out to be my carton of milk. It's gone bad. Very bad. But I'm eating cereal just now. Good thing I'm the type of monster that doesn't need milk to eat cereal. Oh, I see. You hadn't started just yet. I getcha. Doesn't need milk to eat cereal.
Get him out of here!
I settle into my office chair at my desk. I didn't angle my phone so it's perpendicular to me. Wolf Schoolgirl happily inspects the space given to her as if I try to focus on doing something productive. Every once in a while, I glance at my phone screen to check in on her. She seems content to just stand there looking at me. It's eerie, don't get me wrong. But now that I know that she's harmless, it doesn't freak me out as much as it should. I'm even able to make some headway in my homework. By the time I finish, the sun's long gone down. I stretch, yawn, and look into my phone. Wolf Schoolgirl's gone. Or Wolf Schoolgirl's gone. I pick up my phone, twirling it about so the camera can see every inch of the room. Nothing. No sign of her. Maybe she got bored and left. I shrug, pocket my phone, and head to the bathroom. After a quick shower, I go to brush my teeth at the sink. That's when I see her. She's right behind me in the mirror's reflection. Alright everybody, that's gonna actually be it. I went through a couple of different options. There's different, flavor text here and there, but they're all just about the same itself. So all the information for this will be down below in case you want to check it out for yourself and keep an eye on it. Not a bad start for it thus far, and we'll see where it goes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you next time.